A lot has happened in time past. But yes, I am here to encourage somebody, especially creative minds. Please and please, I want to advise you, be very careful.
It has always been my desire to protect Christian creatives. Unfortunately, the ones you laid your life for said your blood stained their white shirts. But then everybody won't be crazy. There will be one or two. And even if all we did is do this for the love of this to set apart.
Before you put a pen down to sign anything, ask questions. Tell your neighbor, ask questions.
So, with the latest update that Mercy Chinwo dropped about a relationship, she said she wants to set the record straight. Let me quickly go through some part of it, and then we'll talk more. Mercy Chinwo and Mr. Ezekiel, thank God, EZT, setting the record straight. We are solicitors to Minister Mercy Chinwo, hereafter referred to as Minister Mercy. It is with deep concern that we address the recent controversy surrounding Minister Mercy's relationship with Mr. Ezekiel, thank God, EZT, a former manager. While we would have preferred to maintain silence on this matter, the severity of the falsehood being circulated compels us to clarify the fact and set the record straight. Contrary to the sensational narrative, Minister Mercy did not initiate any court action against Mr. Ezekiel Thango regarding her music catalogue. At no point has she claimed that a 50-50 revenue split from her DSP earning is unfair. The issue with Mr. EZT are, in fact, grave matters that have posed significant threats to her life and cannot be easily exhausted, but she has preferred to remain silent. What were the real issues? Minister Mercy's journey with EZT began humbly during her days as EZT backup singer in Port Harcourt. So we need to understand, she was a backup singer to Easy. Over time, their work relationship flourished. Now, according to Mr. Easy, he said, I didn't want to invest on this Mercy. She wasn't someone that I could invest in. I already knew what she could do. But a lot of people begged me. She begged me with all that can be used to beg someone. And I said, okay, let us invest in you. Now, that could be divided into two sides. One, it could be that he was comfortable with her being a backup singer. She was useful to him, not because she didn't have talent. Making her a superstar will stop her from being a backup singer. That's one. But plus or minus, backup singer, going to a show, promoting her, 50-50, that's something too, right? Over time, their work relationship flourished, with EZT assuming a local parentee's role, advising and mentoring her. Their relationship was not born out of contract, but beyond. She honors him like a father. He commenced managing her early in 2017, introduced her to his pastor, Pastor Temple Odoko, and later specifically advised that they sign a management contract on her birthday to remarkably announce their work. He brought the contract and it was happily executed on September 5th, 2017 in Port Harcourt.
A fundamental human rights action had been filed against my right that was breached because I was detained for about 9 days in Ilorin, April last year, and I needed to find out why should I be breached, because why should I be detained. There was no court order for why my accounts were frozen, the company accounts as well. My company business was rendered completely put on the pause, and we wanted to find out why should this happen. This transaction is all predicated on the premise of a contract. There's a contractual relationship, for goodness sake. And this contractual relationship, prepared by a certified lawyer, Udo Udoma, who is our copyright lawyer. There was a breach on this contract where the said artist, who is supposed to be a gospel artist, who is supposed to have integrity, who is supposed to sing Jesus and mean Jesus, who is supposed to keep to her words and terms of agreement, breached the contract, boycotted monies for events into her personal accounts, where it was using the same contents that belongs to us, earns those monies personally without any form of remittance. We were remitting royalty until we sent a mail officially and said we would no longer, send a mail to you any more royalties until there's a proper mutual financial reconciliation. We need to have a meeting, and this will be done on the premise of an unbiased audit without any form of religious influence of one of your fathers or your mothers who have your interest and want to twist us to do what is not wrong. It's about justice. No, when we say these things, is it about money? No, this is not just about money. This is about truth. This is about sincerity. This is about integrity. This is about saying yes and you keep to yes. This is a 50-50 transaction where we have not even recouped capital. By this I mean we're sharing 50-50 on gross, not on net. And that's a fair contract, for goodness sake. But when I got to the EFCC, I was told not to write my truth. I was told there's nothing about contract. All they just deal with is figures, and I should just write the monies that I'm owing. And I said we can't talk about monies without talking about what gave birth to money. The monies came as a result of the contract. This contract, monies was invested into the artist, and it generated this amount of money. And if there was money that was supposed to come to us and it wasn't coming, and we communicated, you cannot communicate and divert. You can't divert what you have communicated. And there's a mail to that effect. So how is this diversion? That's the question. The monies went into the right channels. By right channels, I mean the accounts that are known to the artist. There was no mail, regarding diversion of money. There was no resentment whatsoever with respect to how finances were going up until when this contract was breached. And we have every evidence to clear this. How then is this a criminal offense? This is a purported plan by a cartel of evil people who have the face and the mask of Christianity to destroy the system, to give an impression. I'm talking about someone who has earned over $1,500,000 from the same contract. How do you discredit what you have benefited from?
September 5th, 2017. In Port Harcourt. The work relation was super cordial. Mercy Excess Love project was recorded in 2017, and it was a major success. Other projects followed. EZT put in the work and passion. He talked big on his vision for gospel music in Nigeria, and she strongly bought into it. The grace of God was evident and need to relocate to Lagos became crucial in 2018. He established the structure and they worked with unity and a common vision. Everyone was committed to the organization's vision, and she was instrumental in ensuring that more gospel ministers, starting with Judy K, joined the organization in early 2019. Towards the middle and end of 2019, commencing the third year of working with EZT, things began to change gradually. There are discussions, as usual, about the organization and her plans. He expressed his intention for her to extend a 5-year contract to 12 years. However, she declined, stating that she's not into that. She's got other plans. Of course, she has a right to say, look, I'm not doing 12 years. I've done 5. 12 amounts to end of life, meaning she can never be on her own. So about that, no problem. Afterwards, she noticed that at any given opportunity to address any issue, EZT will be hostile and make reference to the contract. He started talking tough and repeatedly about the contract, which was not the norm. It was at this point that she realized she needed to have a copy of the contract. Imagine, she never had a copy of the contract. Can you imagine what she signed? She does not have a copy of the contract. As the situation got worse in 2020, she demanded for a copy of the contract. By the way, a copy of the contract was only given at the end of the contract time on the 23rd of November 2022. So imagine, she signed a contract. She does not have a copy of it. What if that contract, some part of it got manipulated? She does not have a copy. By the 4th year, the relationship had become extremely toxic. As Minister Mercy started to endure untold verbal and emotional assault that literally affected her person, EZT will threaten her with statements like, I will deal with you, I will mess you up, I made you whom you are, I can shut you up, and nobody will hear you again. I will destroy your career, including the use of F words, sadly on different occasions, extremely hostile, antagonistic, and abusive. EZT continued to intimidate her, isolating and bullying her, misleading people, inviting her for events about her availability. When she got invitations to minister at programs, the management would respond to the invitee that she was not available or that she was sick. In some cases, the management would demand an outrageous fee for her to attend programs in order to frustrate the invitation. One of such heartbreaking incidents involved a church program that had been concluded for her to attend in October 2021, hosted by a father of faith in Edo State, Reverend Felix Omobode. EZT suddenly told the host that Minister Mercy could not attend because she had a terminal health problem. She got wind of it and fought back. It became chaos while she threatened it was over and done with the organization. She was threatened with the contract, but she insisted she would go and minister against the management's wish. There were interventions. After much pressure, he claimed the organization did not make flight arrangements. She said she will attend by any means. He eventually booked the flight. To her surprise, our host came along with a medical team to the airport to receive her, believing she was unwell and may need support. Meanwhile, Minister Mercy also discovered that her ticket and that of EZT had been long booked by the host. Though broken, she made efforts at reconciliation. She prayed and had discussions with her spiritual mentor. She decided to make a deliberate effort to restore the good working relationship. She was led to sow a seed to him. She bought a brand new SUV for him as a seed. She made efforts and they tried to achieve a genuine reconciliation. They reconciled, but she was more particular about posting the car on social media to appreciate her. She declined and things got worse. Why is it that Mercy does not want the car to be posted? I want us to look at that too. If you gave a gift and the person wants to put it on social media saying, Mercy bought me this, why are you saying that person should not? If you have given a gift, you do not have a right over that gift anymore. A gift is a gift. The person decides on what to do with it or not. So I want you also to pick on this point, because Mercy is saying our own part. As per the bullying, we are not privy to it, but when I profiled this gentleman called Izzy, whilst he was giving his talk on his press conference some couple of days ago, I knew that he was under pressure, which could result to certain mannerism. But then I saw deeper. And of course, he is in that position, in a position to bully Mercy. And also, Mercy has a right not to sign a 12-year contract after the 5-year contract. Now, the problem with that contract, let us go further. The problem with that contract, you will get to understand it, which is not really a problem per se, but it becomes a problem to many artists as time goes on. That problem is about the catalog. Your catalog belongs to your record label. Your management, they own your catalog. You might discuss with them and get it back after payment, after discussion. Or you wait till a certain period of time, according to the contract, where it will be handed over, or when it will be handed over to you. The situation worsened as there was no longer trust. She lived in tears. She had to narrate her experience to Minister Chioma Jesus, whose intervention led to the management returning her call lines to her in December 2021 to manage her program scheduling herself, without removing her cost of logistics for travels and remuneration for her team members, which she must pay. She remitted an absolute total of 50% of any gift or honorarium with date and evidence to EZT. If she delayed, he will certainly send a mail. After her contract had expired on the 5th of September 2022, Minister Mercy was directed to get a copy of the contract from his pastor, Temple Odoko, who has now become their mutual father. And she got a copy November 2022. Shockingly, it turned out that the contract that was signed in 2017 had been replaced with another contract made in 2019. Now, that's what I'm saying. A new contract made in 2019 was altered to seem as if it was the document signed in 2017. Now, you see what I'm saying? How she was unintelligent. She was not a smart girl at that time. She only wanted to shine. She wanted to be a star. She never had advisors, maybe not even a smart boyfriend around her. or I wonder, it's crazy. How can you sign a contract that you don't have a copy of? You signed a contract, you don't have a copy. Clearly, in the face of the contract, at the front page, the 2019 was altered to 2017 by turning 9 to 7 with a pen. However, the commencement page was carelessly reading 2019. EZT is challenged in one word to release the first 3 pages in the execution page of the contract in public. The contract till date has no original, just the photocopy. Due diligence revealed that after signing the original contract in 2017, 2 years later, when they had relocated to Lagos, EZT secured the services of a prominent and respected law firm in Lagos, Udo Udoma and Bello Osage, to prepare a new contract in 2019. The contract was used to substitute the 2017 original contract. The contract was prepared and sent to him via email in 2019 by Udo Udoma and Bello Osage. He altered the front page of the contract to read 2017 and claimed it was the contract signed. Meanwhile, the commencement date was carelessly left as 2019 on the document. He refused to release the original contract signed in 2017, but the new one, 2019. At an investigation meeting, our managing partner, Pelumi Olajengbesi, respectfully asked Mr. Mena Ajokpove Esquire, partner to Doma and Bello Osage, to speak to the integrity of the contract. The partner confirmed that while they drafted the contract in 2019, it was never signed in their presence, as EZT claimed. He added that their firm only sent it to him via email and was not aware of the 2017 alteration on the contract. This exposed the fact that it was not the same contract signed 2017 in Port Harcourt. It is important to reiterate that while the 2017 contract was just about 5 pages, the 2019 contract, which was introduced by EZT to replace the old contract, was 25 pages, allocating lifetime ownership of all music works to EZT and couched in a manner intended to perpetually have Minister Mercy in servitude. So the 2017 contract is not the same as the 2019. So we are beginning to get the picture. 2017 contract is not the same as 2019. The 2019 had certain clauses introduced that Mercy never had any idea of based on our 2017 contract. I'm wondering, how did Mercy sign a contract and she did not have a copy? Is this not madness? Let us proceed. EZT, in the continued Onerous Act, doctored report received from Symphonic, Africori, and YouTube by not declaring the correct revenue split to be paid out to Minister Mercy. He brought documents in the mid-years of the contract that she needs to sign to help recover her revenue from publishing as songwriter, yet he falsely listed himself as the writer of all songs to receive revenue as both writer and producer. He refused to remit her a penny from the publishing revenue from the past 7 years. From inception till date, and Minister Mercy didn't make it an issue, he did not remit the choice 50% of the digital streams earning from 2022 to 2024, a complete 2 years. And I'm talking of a lot of money now. EZT claimed he has paid over $600,000. That couldn't have been the reason for the issues. Minister Mercy recorded and released almost 40 songs with him. Whatever he has remitted to her is from 50% ratio, and she has never complained about the percentage. Minister Mercy made significant efforts to record an additional album before the expiration of her contract. She had clear instructions on the songs, wrote them down, and sent a list to EZT, requesting a recording schedule. However, his response were dismissive, with one reply stating, "Now you dey teach me work now," and another time indicating he was too busy at the time. After the original contract, which spanned from 2017 to 2022, had expired, EZT insisted that the contract be extended. He justified this by citing the fact that a third album had not been recorded, referencing a questionable contract clause from 2019. Apostle Asalem attempted to help resolve the matter on several occasions. We were advised to forgive and forget, and we happily did. EZT was told to remit Minister Mercy's due, and everyone agreed on an independent audit. A neutral auditor was appointed. The audit was about to start when EZT pulled out and refused to comply completely on the excuse that his lawyer was not at the meeting where the audit was agreed upon. The auditor had to resign for lack of cooperation. Having seen the volume of revenue coming, he had to manipulate a new contract again. At the EFCC investigation panel in 2024, with all parties present and their lawyers, it was established that the sum of USD 274 had been unlawfully retained and diverted by EZT from digital platform revenues, reviewed as at then. EZT claimed Minister Mercy had asked him to help keep part of the revenue to avoid mismanagement, and that he was holding the remaining to ensure reconciliation before releasing the payment. He stated there was no intention to steal. It was understood the money was recovered peacefully. That's the money that this EZT guy said was taken from him unlawfully. But now, from this account here, it was money owed, and EFCC made sure he paid. EZT now admitted at the EFCC office for very first time that there were two contracts. The original signed in 2017, and another he introduced 2 years after the actual contract had been signed. He, however, appealed that the matter be settled amicably in peace. He started crying and preached peace. Minister Mercy broke down, emotionally also in tears. There was forgiveness and reconciliation. EZT. The legal practitioner representing Mr. EZT, Dakbo Akinson San, senior partner at Simmons Copper Partners, admonished that parties should settle as Christian family. EZT apologized in tears to Minister Mercy. Minister Mercy also reconciled. They encouraged themselves. Parties settled. And they encouraged that a new agreement or settlement agreement be prepared. A draft agreement was prepared and sent to Leonard Silk, representing EZT, outlined terms aimed at amicably resolving the matter. After reviewing the draft, we provided our input to address certain terms and waited the signing of the final agreement. However, upon following up with the Leonard Silk, the last response remained that we should wait. So, after the EFCC thing, EZT went back again. I guess his heart, mind became stronger. Just as we were waiting for EZT to finalize the settlement peacefully by signing, we were told that EZT had engaged a new lawyer and had now taken the matter to court. EZT was the one who filed a court case against Mercy Chinwo and Judy case separately. The same EZT pushed the false report of Mercy, taking him to court for a catalog to mislead the public and draw sentiment or pity to him. So he does not want to give the catalog, which was what was in the first contract of 2017, according to this update that we are having here. He created another one, falsified 2019. Wow. Final settlement. Minister Mercy firmly believes the Lord has settled her and wiped away her tears, reaffirming her position that these issues were not beyond resolution. However, EZT should tell the world, as he has been doing, what happened in 2017 contract she signed in Port Harcourt. What is the reason behind the introduction of a new Lagos-based contract in 2019? Why was the first document forged, and why has he refused to inform the public about the true state of the two contracts? I guess with this, we have a robust and a proper understanding, at least from the side of Mercy Chinwo. And Mercy Chinwo has highlighted two important details, which is the contract of 2017. Unfortunately, Mercy Chinwo cannot provide 2017 contracts. Can you see what I'm saying? Mercy Chinwo cannot provide. In fact, the 2017 contract, according to EZT, he might say it does not exist, unless, according to what we saw here, he has already acknowledged and agreed, confirmed with the EFCC, which will be on record. Cameras will be there. It has been recorded that he said there is a 2017 contract. So that is the nail to his coffin. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. He's just a stupid person. That's what I believe. And if that is what he did, the way he did it, and changing lawyers like it's changing clothes. This case is going to the court, and from the way I'm seeing it, it will have to drop the. It will be dropping. It will be dropping the bigger one. It will be dropping the bigger one. That is the catalog, and the rights to it. It will lose it. From the way I'm saying things here, it will be losing it, and maybe there will be still money that it will need to give back. But let us hear what he also has to say. Let us listen to what he also has to say on this matter, because Mercy Chinwo has dropped this one.